This is going to be a very quick, simple, straight to the point video. I don't want to make this video over 2 minutes. This is the basic design for a sugarcane farm. The single water can be used. Water blocks that aren't full can be used to be able to place sugarcane. So if you wanted to, you could do grass here, add a bunch of sugarcane, and even if the water were to be like flowing, it would still count as a water source, and you could place bamboo there. The water is used to be able to place the sugarcane and also kind of as a funnel to direct all of the items into the hopper. This is a very simple setup. Observer, it can't be placed this way, it just has to be placed that way. Very simple. You can kind of imagine the face is what's looking out, so that's what it's detecting. If you put a block here, piston activates, right? And piston, it'll detect, hey, this is 3 blocks, push it, boom, 2 blocks down. Really simple, really easy. There's a more complex design that requires more resources. The type of design you do depends on if you have an iron farm or not, and how big the farm is. If you have a big farm and you have an iron farm, by all means go for it. But if one of those factors is missing, I wouldn't recommend it. Or maybe you just have a ton of iron naturally, then yeah, you can do this. I'd also like to mention these also work for bamboo. They kind of share the same properties. It still works, except in this case, I guess water still isn't being used to hydrate it. Okay, so this is a second design. It's a little more complex, so I'll go through it fairly simply. Essentially, you'll see, wait, this is mud. It's not dirt anymore. This is because mud is not actually a full block, which means if you were to drop an item onto it, it's received through the hopper minecart, goes to the hopper, goes into the chest. Wow, super cool and easy. Reason why we do hopper minecart, because assuming you have a line of these, it would be able to have tracks going all the way through here. It'd just be normal blocks to place the rails on, and when it comes back here, it goes to a hopper and dispenses 2 or 3 of the sugarcane into here. The reason why I put the water back now that we have the option is because sometimes you could kind of see if there is a water block and it's literally just it's open air. Sometime just because now that if an item falls into the source block, it won't be collected into the water. You can see how much you're missing there. And that matters a lot if you're going to do bigger farms. It doesn't matter too much if you're doing like 5 block long farms. But essentially this removes it. If we were to imagine you have blocks like this, place sugarcane up, and you have blocks all around it, it wouldn't fall. Or if you would have more sugarcane blocks around it, it would just go into their mud blocks and be collected. So this is the most effective design. There's definitely a more effective design out there, but it probably requires a lot more resources and a lot more complex to understand. Observer setup is the same, piston setup is the same. The water placement is more so for efficiency, as I said before. But this is super simple. This is everything you need. I'd like to mention, yes, this also works for bamboo. If you didn't know, all crops can be I believe all crops can grow up. All non-normal crops can be grown on mud. So that means like pumpkins. If the seed is placed, it's able to place the pumpkin or place the melon onto the mud block. And then you can use a piston and you can do the same thing there. I think I'll do that next video. It's very simple, not too complex, pretty easy to build. Biggest struggle is this requires what? Like 11, 16 pieces of iron plus the one here. So 17 pieces of iron for this. But overall, and plus rails. So this design is a lot more expensive. It is the most efficient. If you're late game in your world and you really want to maximize this, let's say you're trading paper or sticks or something, and you want to use the bamboo to craft it into sticks and sell it to Fletchers, or you're making paper, I think you can sell that to Librarian. This is probably the best way to go. These are very simple. There are a lot of convoluted. There's probably 50 videos on how to make these. This is the only thing you'll really need. If you're doing anything more than this, it's going to be such a small percentage gain of what you're getting that it isn't really important. Oh, important to note that your crops, I believe, will grow slower or generally not grow as fast if you don't have a light source. So make sure to put a light source nearby, not on the observer because then that stops things from growing there. But let's say if you're to put it like, I don't know. I don't know. Like that. That's totally fine. That works, and that doesn't change anything. Wow. So awesome, so cool. Okay, thanks for watching the video. Bye. Hopefully you found this useful.